have Nabil joining us for part of our session. Hi, everybody say hello to Nabil.
Hello, Nabil.
Hi, Nabil.
Hey, Nabil.
Hello.
What's up, Nabil?
Okay, so let's take a look here under 61. Pull out my roll sheets. Nice. All right, roll call. Kareem is here. Josh is here.
Yes.
Oh, wait, Chase is holding. Hold on a moment. He's waiting patiently. Admit. Okay, so he's joining now. Carlos is here. William Lewis, Joaquin Padilla, Tommy Robbins. Chase is just joining us. Interesting design there, Chase. And Luis Villegas. All right, great. Can everybody see everybody in the matrix view? Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Terrific. Okay, very, very nice. Okay, so I asked Nabil to join us and bring us up to date on where we stand with respect to what parts people needed and how that question's coming along. So let's take a look at the different teams. So for Karima, Tommy, and Josh, that team, they made some changes, yes? Of parts? Yeah. Okay. And forgive me, I've had a very challenging week with a ailing senior. And so I haven't caught up with the rest of you guys yet, but don't not to worry. We'll catch up very quickly. And let me get to close. All right, now let's get to here and here. All right, now on that screen, and now let's go to courses and 61. All right, so where did you post your changed parts list? Was it in discussions or was it wasn't by email? I didn't see it come by email. I'm talking to the Karima, Tommy, and Josh team. Karima, Tommy, and Josh. All your microphones are unmuted. Who sent in, what, Karima? Was it you who sent in the change parts?
Yes, I did. I'm sorry, I was talking, but my headphones, I think they are out. So yes, I did send an email to you through Canvas,
okay,
where I just added the 2 parts.
Okay, so let's go here and inbox. And when did you send that, Karima?
It was Saturday, I believe. Yeah.
I'm looking at Saturday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I got a message from William. So William's got his address on 921 Fletcher Lane, apartment 202. And then on Saturday, I indicated that, yeah, we'll be able to find out this week where we stand on parts. And then 61 on Saturday. Okay, vendor order sheet here. Let's open this guy up. Yes, thank you. And let's take a look at this. Enable editing. Okay, let me put this up here. And let's take a look at this. So everything is from Jameco. I'm going to do a share screen.
Yeah.
Here we go. Okay, so we can see on the share screen right now. I'll make this a little bigger, make this a little bigger. All right. Gee, a whole 75 cents worth of parts. And these are parts we might even have in our inventory.
Yeah, so those are the parts that I added on Saturday. So since we're having an expansion to our project, we need caps, and I'm not sure what's the value of the caps we need. So I just added these values.
Okay, all right. So for these caps, ceramic capacitor, 0.1 microfarad, we probably have that. Radial capacitor, 1 microfarad, electrolytic, we will probably have that. And then you want a radial capacitor, 100 microfarads. We will probably have that. Does it have to be a radial?
And no, we only need a cap. And since when I checked through the website, they only gave me those. So that's why I just copied these.
Okay, okay. So as long as it doesn't have to be radial, radial means that the wires stick out of each end. And it's more convenient, and it's more convenient to have the wires stick out of one end. Okay, and so 1 microfarad and 100 microfarads, these are these are electrolytics, and to have the electrolytics with both wires on one end makes for easier soldering. So as long as it's not required that these be radial, I'm pretty sure we have these in stock. Eh, Nabil? Nabil's mic.
Yeah, we do. So we have the radial capacitors in stock. I could also, I mean, I'll take a look to see if there's a difference, but I think they'll probably be the same.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So what I'm going to do is we'll go ahead and put that in 61, and this will be vendor order sheet. Let me do the name on this, vendor order sheet. And these parts will come to which one of you three?
Tommy?
Me.
Yeah.
Tommy.
Tommy.
Okay. All right, vendor order sheet. Tommy, team. Karima and Josh. Okay. So vendor order sheet with those three names, hit save. And then while we happen to be here, let me go ahead and open browse, and let's go to here, the original vendor order sheet. Okay, so here's the original vendor order sheet. No, that's the blank one. Sorry. Where is... Go here and go here and let's see, vendor order sheet for Karima. Okay, that was in PDF format. Okay, so if we take a look at this PDF from before, the Bluetooth HC5 module from Jameco, LED lamp socket, jumper wires, carbon film resistor. There's a 7805 positive 5-volt regulator. We probably have that. And then the parts that you needed from Jameco, from Newark before, the LED light bulb and the 30 twist fluorescent. So your new list did not include these. So what were you going to do about these? I'm asking Tommy, Josh, and Karima.
Frank, I just put an order for those today.
With Newark?
Yeah, they should be coming in soon. Except the only thing I did was I put the dean's address as the location where they'll drop it off because they seem to have a lot of problems dropping off at the school.
Yeah, I saw that last email from you that they're shipping to the dean. So the dean's loving us for being one more go-between for all the parts, but hey, so be it. At least somebody is there to receive it, which is good. Okay, so you've got these Newark parts ordered, and did they indicate with any degree of certainty when they're shipping out these parts, the LED light bulb and the 30-watt twist compact fluorescent lamp?
The shipping usually takes about 4 days, so I'm expecting they'll be arriving maybe Friday.
Okay. And then the rest of these other parts that were previously on this sheet, we have or are in process of ordering from Jameco?
Already ordered. We should be getting them sometime this week. I'm hoping by tomorrow, but if they do arrive, I'll see them on Thursday.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So it looks like there's a good possibility that we may have these parts in by the end of the week. If not by the end of the week, then first part of next week. So are there any other details pertaining to Karima, Tommy, and Josh team parts between this sheet and this sheet? I'm asking the team, Karima, Tommy, and Josh, everything that you need is between these two sheets?
I think so.
Yeah, we think.
Okay, all right, okay. And Nabil already has the shipping address for this, and they will go to Tommy. So Nabil, I gave you Tommy's address last week, yes?
Yes, you did.
Okay, cool. All right. Any other questions for the first team, Tommy, Karima, and Josh, on anything having to do with parts for Nabil or I?
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
Mr. Ko, so let's say we notice that we need other parts. Can we order them again or no? Or this is the last time we're ordering it?
Well, it depends on how many more parts you want to order and how critical they are to the success of your project. It just means further delay before you get all the parts. So, any thoughts on that, Nabil?
If it's within the budget, it shouldn't be an issue. Just be aware that there have been problems with shipping just because of COVID-19. There have been a lot of issues where the warehouse is not open, where UPS is not delivering on time, or they're delivering and they're noticing the school is closed, and they're not dropping it off in the right place, so they just ship it back, and that's happened a few times already. So if you can tolerate this kind of discrepancy in time, then it should be fine, and it's within the budget. Then yeah, there shouldn't be a problem ordering more.
Okay. So far we don't
Here,
need any, but just in case, yeah.
okay, because if you need any additional parts, you best get an order in like pronto. So better to have that order of any additional parts because we still have some budget to work with to get that in. So let me also say this with respect to the timing, because of the added layer that COVID-19 presents to the shippers, people delivering it and delivering to us, and now delivering to the dean's house as opposed to the campus. But she ultimately has to get it to the campus so that Nabil can put them in some sort of a bubble pack and ship them out. So there is going to be some time there. What the dean has also been discussing with all of the instructors per division, because so many people in our division require hands-on time and space. For example, the welders, the auto people. I mean, would you trust somebody to put brakes on your car that has only handled brakes in the virtual realm? No, you want somebody who's actually played with the brake in their hands. And so a number of instructors have requested that there be some on-campus time. And so she's looking at working out some on-campus opportunity for us starting June 1st. So whatever we can finish for whichever team by our regular end date of May the 20th, 21st, whatever that last day of the regular semester is, whatever we finish, boom, we finish, you get a grade, life is good. But let's say for whatever reason, there's a parts delay, or let's say for whatever reason, the troubleshooting is not working out right and we have to put another pair of eyeballs on the troubleshooting and it's taking longer than expected. We're not able to finish by the 14th, 15th. We have to take it to the 20th, 21st. And then if we still don't finish, the dean has given us some additional time into June to be able to finish things up. And I've requested for each class something like 2 evening sessions at 3 hours, up to 3 hours each, for contingency of time. So I've requested that. Whether or not that's going to go through or not, I'm glad that there is some dialogue that is pointing us towards the possibility of that being available to our students come June 1st. So have heart is what I'm saying. If the shipping and the parts become protracted in terms of actually getting to you, or you have major challenges in the troubleshooting part, we can roll into June as soon as the dean works this out with her other administrative counterparts to make that happen. So right now that's not official. Right now that's just in the discussion phase, but just to let you know that that may happen. And so if any of you are angsting about, oh gosh, you know, we're already halfway into this month and I don't know if we can get this done by in the next 4 weeks, we may have a safety valve there for all of us, okay? Okay, that being said, look, any questions on that so far? Okay, let's take a look at the next team. And so the next team, let's go ahead and close these guys out. And I've saved this already. Come back here. How am I going to grab that? It's behind my... Okay, now I can grab it. Now I can close it. Don't change anything. All right, so that's already saved. So the next team, Carlos, William, and Joaquin. So now with this newfound knowledge of so possibility of some additional time, but also the quirky nature of our new shipping arrangement, everything going to the dean's house, were there changes that your team submitted with respect to parts?
No changes.
No changes. Okay,
No
so
changes.
everything from before stands as it was submitted, yes?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
for the Carlos, William, and Joaquin team, let's go ahead and take a look at that. Cool. There's only one part that came from Newark. And so that was a rotary encoder push button, $1.73 part. So did that happen to get processed with your, or added to your Newark order, Nabil?
Yes.
Okay, all right, so that's ordered. And so hopefully it'll come in by the end of the week, and everything else through Jameco has been processed through Jameco, yes?
Roger.
Okay, cool.
But what about the display? Because at the display, we
Oh.
didn't find it, neither Jamco nor Newark.
Okay. So what exactly did you need? Can you give me a link to where I can find an example of this? Like, where did you find the part number or even the name?
Do you want the link? Do you want me to copy and paste it on the chat?
Yes, please.
Chat space. Okay, just give me a second.
Okay, so while he's doing that, then everything else that's in yellow, highlight with Jameco, the 4 items, the 30 pack of male, female jumper wires, the PIR sensor, the real time, the RTC clock, and the temperature humidity sensor. Those 4 items were ordered from Jameco. Good, thank you. Okay, I heard a click, click, click. Let's go ahead and take a look at chat. And in the chat window, he still hasn't popped it in there yet, but he will. He's working furiously on that. While that's happening, let me take a look at the third team. And the third team has Luis and Chase. So for Luis and Chase, so, okay, so we see, we'll get back to you in a moment, Luis. Let's copy this, paste this somewhere. Paste. Let's go here. Let's look at this thing together. Manufactured by Grove from seed. So yeah, I'm thinking, Nabil, wherever we've gotten the Grove kits from originally would probably be our resource for this LED display.
They came from Jameco, and I'm looking there. I don't see it, so I'll see if I have another vendor that can find this.
Okay, let's see the connections on this particular guy. Oh, it's a socket. Yeah, it's a socket. All right, so as it is a socket, yeah, it's an edge card socket. Looks almost, yeah, it's got 4 pins. So you've got a clock pin, voltage hot, voltage ground, and then you've got looks like a digital output IO pin. So if you have four pins on this, so this should work with our socket set for the Grove kits. Anyway, yeah, so that would be something from, hopefully from the same vendor. While you're looking at that, I'll look at the third team. And the third team, Chase and Luis, did you send this in the form of our order sheet, fellas?
Yeah, we did. That was the second one that we sent.
Okay, let me go to.
Yeah, we sent out like 2 documents. I think we sent out like a Word document. The one that you just saw right now was like the stuff that like we already have.
Mm-hmm.
And then we sent an Excel sheet, which is the stuff that we have to order.
Okay, so that's under Team Z. Here we go. Yay, here we are. And as we look at this, I magnify here and here. Okay, so 4007, Nabil and I discussed the 4007. We have 4006s, so unless you're working with really high voltage, you can probably buy with either a 4005 or 4006, because they're rectifier diodes is what these are, gentlemen. And so at school, most of the time I have students play with 4001s, which are about the size of a resistor, and they're plenty large to handle even the line voltage 120 volts, and they just get bigger from there. So 4002 is physically larger, 4003 is physically larger, the 4007 is a giant. And so, like I say, so you're using a real high voltage source. What we happen to have in stock were 4005 or 4006s. That should do and should work out fine, because I'm looking at your transistor part. Your transistor part is specified as either a 2N2222 or 3904. So that's lower voltage. So I feel very confident that what we have in a 4006 diode or 4005 diode will work out just fine. So those parts we have readily available in stock. I'm looking at these other parts here for water sensor, moisture sensor. So these parts were not specified under Jameco. So these were parts you were going to source on your own, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So for Team Z, Chase and Luis, were there any other parts that the team needed other than what you specified here and what you already have previously stated in the Word document from before?
No, I think we're okay.
Okay. All right. All right. And so we have Chase's address right on here as well. So that team is done. So I'll make a notation here. Chase, Luis, all parts ordered. Okay. And then for Tommy, Karima, and Josh. For Tommy, Karima, and Josh, we have additional parts ordered with Nabil. Okay. All right, so back to the middle team, Carlos, William, and Joaquin. So, Mr. Nabil, any luck on that particular part?
So far, no. I mean, there are alternatives, but there's probably going to be a small learning curve because there's a few more pins, and we have to get Arduino code for programming that 4-digit display.
Okay, how about copy? See, the nice thing about the Grove with its 4-socket deal is this. Yeah, I would be concerned about having our team have to procure anything because all of these sensors in this kit are very nice 4 pins. Everything's a 4 pin. Their cables are 4 pin. Everything is 4 pin. So aside from our own vendors, is there another resource for Grove for this particular part? Grove 4-digit display. And I'll put this out to our middle team also. Carlos, William, and Joaquin. For this middle part, have you done search on the net? Sooner any of us find something, because if...
Is that just the display?
Yeah, that's just the display. Well, it is the display.
Yeah, I mean, I think they have it on Amazon, but like you said, I don't know. It varies for each part whether it'll get there on time.
Well, Amazon's pretty quick. Let me go to Amazon and let's take a look. Amazon. You found it on Amazon.
Well, I mean, I just typed in 4-digit display on Arduino right now, and the first one I see is Prime. And it just has those 4 pins like you were saying. It looks like you might be able to get it from there. Yeah, it's just 4-digit display, Arduino.
Does it give you a pin? Does it give you a pin out?
Let's see.
4-digit LED display. Oh,
Yeah, it's the
okay,
same one I was looking at.
yeah, I see what you're talking about. So for these guys, nice. Okay, we just need to see. Aha. Oh, this one, wait, I saw something here. No, which drawing? This drawing right here. So you have positive voltage, negative voltage, and you have a clock, and then you have your digital I/O pin. Ha ha ha. This one may be compatible. If I go to here, copy, here's the Grove. So let's compare the pins. So ground is first and then VCC. So you have ground and VCC. And then you have the digital I/O, and the last one is clock. Bingo. Okay. With with a set of female to what's the other end of these wires? Okay, yeah, with a set of female to female jumpers, you should be able to get this. You should be able to get your Grove Arduino set connected to this particular display. Let me look at the chip and see if there's anything on the chip. Wow. You got 4 surface mount doodahs, and you have 1, 2, let me magnify this. Can I magnify this? Oh, I can't. Oh, sweet. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So it's a 20-pin chip. It's identified as a TM1637. And then over here, this is a 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 20-pin chip also. And it is, it is a 1637. It's in reverse. 1637. And this is a 1637. Yep, same chip. Same chip, same pins. You got a C1, C2, and then you got a C3, 4, and 2 resistors. And then this one's got C1, C2, C3, 4, and 2 resistors. I would say I feel very comfortable that these are compatible, that would be a resource for you all. If you want to get it, you can get it prime in 2 days.
You just ordered ourselves?
Yeah, because there won't be any reimbursement unless, because we don't have an Amazon account. And if this is,
Okay.
if we don't have the equivalent available through Jameco, Nabil, any luck on finding this or something like this that you were able to see on Jameco?
No, nothing on Jameco.
No.
Nothing on Newark.
Okay.
Found one on DigiKey, but its lead time is 14 weeks.
Oh, DigiKey. All right. Well, those people are they're not helpful to us. All right. So
It's all good. I got $5. I'll put an order in tonight.
okay. All right. So this will be the piece. And so as we look at as we look at everything, it is the same thing with a different brand on it. And it doesn't have the socket. It just happens to have pins. So as it has pins, it's completely compatible with the wire. Because these wires, you don't have to get any different wires. These wires in the Grove pack, they happen to be female. So one end happens to go on the
clock,
the shield. One end goes on the shield and one end goes on the clock. Yes.
Roger.
So it just doesn't. The only thing that you don't have on here is the white nylon socket. So it just has the exposed pins on here. Whereas if I take a look at the Grove has the socket and it has the pins on the inside, which we can't see from this particular angle. But anyway, so that's the only thing that's different. So that is I would feel very confident that that would be 100% compatible. Cool. And it says Arduino Uno R3, which is exactly what we'd be using it for. All right. So that being said, for our middle team, have we got all parts covered now? For Carlos, for William, and Joaquin. All parts from Nabil and the school.
Roger.
To my knowledge, yes. I'm not sure, Carlos, if there's anything else.
Everything is okay.
Okay. All right. So William to order the Amazon High Let Go. Where did this company get its name from? Would you ever name a company High Let Go? 2 pieces.
There's all kind of names out there, though. My cousin actually has a clothing line called Poverty. It's
Well, that's catchy. I like that. You know,
Poverty?
Yeah, I like that. I mean, I
No.
would buy it just for the label. You know.
I guess. I mean, I don't like or enjoy or want to live in poverty. So.
No. But yeah, it's a catchy label. But who came up with High Let Go?
Yay, they got all kind of names out there.
I guess
Especially for LLCs.
Well, I tell you, it probably means something in Chinese, and then they translate it to "High Let Go." Yeah, I kid you not. It's probably something like that. Okay, so have we taken care of all of Nabil's needs for his time? So the additional parts have been ordered by, or will be ordered by Nabil on those additional parts that you saw. Okay. And so back to Karima, Josh, and Tommy. Do you envision other parts that you would be giving him an order in the next 24 hours?
Not that I know of.
Not really.
Okay. All right. But push comes to shove, you know, if some interesting emergency thing happened, let us know sooner rather than later. So
Then, Mr. Ko.
yes.
My mom works at a hardware store, and so could I give you like a receipt for reimbursement, or if there is something that we need?
You know, I don't know. Nabil, any sense for that at all?
I have got no authorization to do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it adds, we are already treading on a territory of doing things well outside the box. And all the way to the point of shipping things to the dean's house. So can you imagine? I mean, we're just one division, and this is just one class of our division. Can you imagine if all her divisions ship things to her class and to her house, and she's got to be schlepping stuff from her house down to the campus? We're trying to minimize the angst on her too. We've not in the past. I can say this though. We have not in the past done reimbursements off of receipts that are received by anybody other than an officer of the school. So meaning Claire, our administrative assistant who sits outside Dean's office, myself, any of the lab techs in our division, and there's 4 lab techs in our division, they are authorized officers to purchase something and submit a receipt, because when they do so, they are required to fill out whatever documentation saying that yes, as an officer of the school, they can verify that yes, they have received such and such an item, and therefore this receipt can be set up for reimbursement. That's what has happened in the past for anything that we've needed out, well outside of the box. So the question would arise if she works in a hardware store and she handed you a receipt for some whatever parts you needed, you handed it to Nabil. He did not purchase, he was not at the store, he did not physically receive the parts on behalf of the school as an agent of the school. So then we get into this gray area that, and the policies are written for a reason so that we don't get into these gray areas where something bad could happen. Not to say that anything bad would happen with respect to any transactions we conduct, but if we don't abide by the school policy for reimbursement, then it opens up a whole nother can of worms.
Got it.
Okay. Somebody say something?
I think somebody's just talking in the background.
Oh, okay. I just didn't want to ignore somebody if somebody had a comment. Okay. All right. So that's how I would address something with respect to any parts purchased by anybody other than an officer of the school. Okay. Any other questions regarding parts? Okay. All right. So that being said, on to the next part, what it is we're going to need on the ePortfolios is that the ePortfolios need to be filled in with content. So anything having to do with the theory of operation, anything having to do with your methods and procedure, anything having to do with purpose, anything having to do with application, start getting that stuff in, because you have up until Monday midnight of next week to have the text part of your ePortfolios reasonably filled out. Okay, so you've got titles in for each of the pages for your ePortfolio. Now it's time to start stuffing those pages with some content that is appropriate for where you are now. Now, you probably not at a point. Most teams are probably not at a point where you can start taking pictures of your projects because we're still waiting on parts. But there's some things that you can do with your project that, yes, you can take some pictures of, and you also want to be thinking about your packaging. So we'll talk about all that. Since we're done with parts, can I let Nabil go now? Does anybody have any further questions for Nabil?
How's your day been, Nabil?
What a nice guy. Thank you, Kate.
Day's been good. Day has been good. How about yourself, Chase?
Pretty good. Staying safe. Today's my day off, but I got work again tomorrow, so you know how it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's good to have work. Let me tell you, when you compare to, some of our friends that, would love to work and have mouths to feed and they don't have work. I mean, you're truly blessed when you think about the alternative. So
That's
yeah.
what they tell us. That's what they say.
That's for sure. That's for sure.
Yeah.
And this whole thing about I don't know how they're handling rents, but this thing about any of you who are paying mortgages where they say, oh, we'll let you slide for 30 days, or especially these banks will let you slide for 90 days. Yeah, we'll let you slide for 90 days. If you have any friends or relatives who are paying mortgages and they're thinking about letting something slide even 30 days, don't.
Yeah.
Don't, because at the end of the 30 days, they have to pay 2 months worth of mortgage. At the end of the no, kid you not, at the end of the 90 days, 3 months are due. So they're not waiting. They're not waiting, and neither are they pushing everything out 3 more months or 31 more months. They're saying, okay, yeah, you don't have to pay for 30 days now, but come 60 days from now, yeah, you got 2 payments to make. So yeah, so
well, on my car, actually, they offered me to take 2 months worth of payments and move them to the back of the loan.
That's the way it should be.
Yeah, exactly. Like, so now it's like, yeah, exactly. That's the way. Honestly, that's what they should do.
That's what they should. That's what they should be doing with rent. Not rent, but that's what they should be doing with mortgages.
With all bills, yeah.
Yeah, any kind of bills is just take whatever months that you can't deal with now and push it to the end of your contract. So
well, with all these people out of work, you figure it's only a matter of time before they have to lower the rent, because ain't nobody gonna be able to afford these crazy rent prices. Like it's
Yeah,
it's got to be
yeah.
a matter of time before they lower the housing bubble's got to burst, because with nobody working, they're not going to be able to afford, you know, $1,500-$1,600 a month.
No,
You know.
no. Absolutely right. Absolutely
Yeah.
right. So yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there, since the mortgage companies are not doing that, since the mortgage companies are not pushing the 1 month to the end of your 5-year, 10, 15-year contract, or the 3 months to the end of your 5, 10, 15-year contract. Do it because you'll
Yeah.
see that big bill in 30 days, or you'll see it in 90 days, and it's scary. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Nabil, I do have a quick question for you before you leave, and that was from the 51 friends. Have you found any solutions for Visio for us?
Not yet. I have not had a chance to look into that today.
Okay, so you continue plugging away on that, and then were you able to put any budget numbers together for me?
I'll have some for you tomorrow.
Fantastic. All right. And then with respect to the maker cases, they'll get on makercase.com. They'll do all the dimensioning. They'll throw in their pictures, and you want SVG files. You don't want the Visio files.
Yeah, if they can send me the SVG files, I can deal with the Visio part so that they don't have to install it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So so yes. So from Maker, they can save it to SVG.
I'll take it as SVG, because if we can't get a solution for Visio, then I'll take it as SVG and I'll deal with that from there.
Perfect. I think that will be a good solution for our students, since Visio is no longer part of our tinyurl.com. Thank you for answering that question. We'll look forward to the budget stuff tomorrow. Tomorrow's another day. Looks like everybody signed off with you. So have a lovely evening, Nabil. Thank you for participating in this Zoom meeting with us.
All right. Thank you, Mr.
Everybody say goodbye to Nabil.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, Nabil.
Nabil.
Cool. All right. Okay. God bless that man. He worked so hard. All right. Fantastic. So for the rest of us, yeah, the ePortfolios. So that would be Josh working on the primary ePortfolio, Joaquin and Luis on the primary ePortfolios. Get those ePortfolios stuffed with the content where it's appropriate for each of the pages, so that by midnight Monday next week, those are very well populated, and we'll continue with these parts. The drama will continue with respect to these parts. That's all I have for you all for this week. Keep up the good work, and yeah, are there any questions for me? Nope.
Not really.
Okay.
Maybe Mr. Code, maybe we can get maybe I can contact you at a later point in time.
Well, why don't I dismiss everybody and you and I chat after?
Okay, no problem.
Can you hang on?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I can hang on.
So, okay, so what I'm going to do for roll call, I have to take a picture of all your smiling faces on the screen. Okay, 1, 2, and there you are. Okay, hey, come on. Where's Carlos? Where's
I'll have to open it on my phone.
Okay.
Hold on.
I sorry, I don't have a webcam available right now. So my laptop it's closed.
It's okay. So Carlos, next time make sure you have your cell phone. So we know it's you and not your twin brother. Okay.
For sure.
Right. So, okay, everybody give me, lean, Chase, lean a little more forward. You look too relaxed away in the background there with all your accessories. Yeah. Okay. 1, 2, and smile. Yay.
Yay.
Yay. All right, good job, everybody. Have a lovely week. And then I promise this week on my side, everything will be better than it was last week, because it does look like they're much better for Grandma's health. This is not my mom. My mom passed a year ago. This is my mother-in-law, so she's having some challenges. But, it looks like she's on the mend. So I'll catch up with all the other paperwork that I need to get caught up on. And any questions that arise, just communicate to me via Canvas email, okay?
Roger.
All right.
Okay.
So